Welcome to the Murfreesboro.com podcast, where we talk about all things Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Join host John I. Carey, his co-host Jonathan Harmon, and producer Trent Denson as they talk about all the great things happening in our city. From construction updates to local business spotlights to all the amazing events happening in our community. Listen in for all you need to know from Murfreesboro.com. Welcome to the show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Murfreesboro.com podcast. I say this a lot about being excited for episodes and stuff, but I'm really genuinely super excited about this because we have two guests. Thank you, Austin and Daryl, for coming on. But Austin and I went to high school together in New York.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
3-4 years ago. Yeah. I wish. Yeah, I think our age has caught up to us over the years, but at least me anyway. You look great. But and Daryl with the Soldier's Child over here. Sir. Yeah, we'll get into that here in a second, definitely for sure. But Austin, you came down here about a year ago?
January 29th, 2021.
Gotcha.
First day boots on the ground in Tennessee. So
and you own a construction company.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, started up Oak Construction Services on the move out here.
Nice.
Kind of forced into the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
My wife's family is from Middle Tennessee.
Okay.
So we got ourselves here to have our son around family as quick as possible, right? He just turned 3 in December.
Nice.
And not knowing anybody and making the move so quick, I said, I want to have my own kind of freedom and be able to see my son and spend time with the family. And so Oak Construction Services was born. It's actually OAK, so Owen, Austin, Katrina.
Nice.
Started off with a small $900 wall demo job
there you go.
by myself, right? And it just kind of snowballed. Started picking up some modular bathroom remodels. Hired some guys on, started picking up some larger projects with a couple of GCs here in Murfreesboro, and it really just kind of took off. About 6 months ago, I said, man, we smashed our goals. I'm a very goal-oriented individual, so I've got goals and plans, and we hit our 3-year goal in our first fiscal year here in Tennessee.
Nice. Congratulations.
Really blessed to have a great word of mouth and some great guys come onto the crew and put us in a position to be as successful as we have been. And I've always been a fan of giving back. So I get my hair cut over at Woods Viking.
Oh, yeah.
Woods Viking.
I know those guys. Yeah.
Shout out.
There you go.
Those are my guys.
Yeah. Hey, Chris.
So Josh Nunley cuts my hair over there, and they were doing their annual predator hunt.
Oh, yeah.
And I said, Josh, you got to put me in contact with Sean because I'm like, we're gonna give back. Right?
Yeah.
I always knew that it was part of our plan to have fundraising efforts and giving back to the community. And I just jumped on their coattails. I said, Sean, I need the information of a soldier's child because I was like, that's right up my alley.
Yeah.
And he puts me in contact with Daryl, and Daryl and I got on the phone, and it was definitely a 2 peas in a pod moment.
I gotcha. Yeah.
You ever have a conversation with somebody and you feel like you've been friends with them for years?
Oh, yeah.
The second you meet them.
You met another space cadet. Oh, that's great.
There you go.
So, sat down with Daryl and I said, look, I want to throw a fundraiser for you guys. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to come up with some ideas. And I've been in the construction industry for a long while, and golf scrambles are a big part of our industry. Right?
I gotcha.
I said, I'm going to throw you a golf scramble. And and he said, cool, man. Like we've got ours that we've done for 14 years. And man, Daryl's such a stand-up guy. He's like, look, we've learned a lot. We've learned what to do, what not to do. And he's put us in a position to have a pretty successful inaugural golf scramble for these guys. But man, it's been a wild ride. Startup business is definitely a lot of trials and tribulations.
Oh, for sure,
blood, sweat, and tears. But we're very humbled to be able to benefit a group like a Soldier's Child in just our second fiscal year.
That's awesome. And speaking of Soldier's Child, I got a book here. I got pamphlets. I got all kinds of stuff. And this, Mr. Daryl, this is your book, right?
Yes.
See that on there, people? There you go.
That's
But
the story.
so where did A Soldier's Child come from? Like this is your 14th year, you said?
Yeah.
What was the initial oomph? Like what was
that image?
Oh, this image right here on the cover.
That image, yeah.
I got you. Is this one of the kids?
That's Christian Golzinski, and at the time he's 8 years old.
Okay.
His father was killed in Iraq March 27th, 2007. And Christian's grandparents were my neighbors.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So almost to the day that Marine Staff Sergeant Marcus Golzinski was to come home from his second tour, he was killed sniper fire in Iraq.
No kidding.
And I remember the day I came home from work. I was teaching at Blackman High School, culinary arts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you. You used to be a chef, right?
I was a cook in the Navy.
There you go. All right.
I got to be clear, because one time I told an old Navy buddy, I was like, I was a chef in the Navy. He's like, you were no chef. There's no chefs in the Navy. There's really
Who's chef and slop? Who's chef and slop?
Yeah, slop. This is the best. That was a great look for those of you who didn't catch that.
Yeah, I just made it look.
Yeah.
But I did get out, and I went to the Culinary Institute of America.
Okay.
And I was trained.
Yeah.
And I was chefing all over the country. And I was in Maui, Hawaii at the top restaurant at the time. And I just felt a call to get into education. And so that's what I did. I was to be around kids.
Yeah.
And I took my training. That's how I got into culinary arts.
Nice.
So anyway, so here I am. I come home from work. I wound up doing 20 years as a chef instructor at the high school level.
Nice.
Which was cake. It was the cake job for me. I loved it. I love kids. I love cooking. It was it was cool. So I get home, and I see my neighbor across the street in his garage. I walk across the street, and I had done this often, spent time with my neighbor, and just learn about Mark. I didn't know Mark. Okay. His son. Yeah. So he would tell me stories, and we would talk, pray. Yeah. Just spend time together. And on this particular night, he was angry, and he just said to me, "Did it really matter? Yeah. And does anybody give a damn?" And he literally walked into his house and left me there. And I knew, I saw my neighbor as a strong man, someone with conviction, and loves this country and loves freedom. Mm-hmm. And now he just lost his son. Yeah. And now he says that. Yeah. He's wondering now, do we care? Yeah. Does it matter to America that we're losing men and women defending the freedoms of 99% of people that will never defend the freedoms they get to live out in this country? 1% does that. And so I lived across the street. Took me 45 minutes to get home. Yeah. And I started two thoughts I had. One, I consider myself a Christian patriot. I love the hero. I got you. I'm attracted to the hero. I'm all about it. Yeah. You put on the uniform, I'm about you. Yeah. And then, my next thought was my own death. Okay. Yeah. I have 3 kids. Yeah. And that if I died early. Yeah. I'm their compass, Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I may not be the best father in the world. Yeah, my kids will tell you that. Oh shoot, you're still dead though. You suck. Wonderful. You just no. I love my kids. They love me. I think teenagers. Right? Yeah, right. Yeah, how old are they? That was the question. How old are they? Yeah, they're all teenagers. Well, Zach's going to be turning 21. Yeah, and Malachi and Nadia are twins, and they're going to be 17 and. Woo. Oh, and they're twins? Bless you. Yeah. Oh my Some of the best behaved kids, by the way. That's a show, dog. I'm telling you. That's not who they are. Behind closed doors, they show dad. That's half the battle. That's half the battle, right? Teaching them the time and place. Yeah. So that was the thought. And that they wouldn't have me. Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't have me. I got you. And that really, if you ask any parent listening right now, think about it really hard. Is that not a fear? Yeah. Oh, that you would die early and leave your children without you? Yeah. So that was my marching orders, that what he had said to me, and then what was resonating in my own heart. And it was just a simple act. Just my family and I just wanted to celebrate this boy in honor of his dad. Yeah. And it was at a bus ceremony, BUST, in Lewisburg, and Mark's bus is actually up in Lewisburg High School. Oh, okay. And it's a bronze bus. And the Marines were out there and everything. And then after that ceremony, we presented him with like $200 worth of birthday gifts.
Nice.
And then from there, we heard about another child that had lost a parent, and we did the same thing.
Yeah.
And then 5 kids, and then we got 10, and then 15, and then 20. And then we apply for our nonprofit status, and we get copyright and bylaws and a board and this and that. And before you know it, we're serving 100 kids.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my gosh, this thing's taking off. It's real.
Yeah.
We're getting to spread some love, and that's what we say: love the child, honor the fallen, and then give the kids a hope to live out a courageous life. The hope part came in when we started our first camp in 2010.
I got you.
We had 17 kids come to our first camp.
Okay.
We now do 21 camps a year, and over 500 kids go to camp.
Okay.
We now serve. And back in the day, I mean, when we were doing that, I left teaching. I resigned from teaching when we hit 400 kids.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. We now serve just under 5,000 children nationwide.
That's wonderful.
We do a leadership program. We take them when they turn 18. We help them get to college.
Yep.
And then we take them on like outback excursion trips, skiing, charter fishing. We're going to Alaska this year, and it's our leadership program.
I got you.
It's called PS23. And what we do is we show them our leadership model, which is serving. We lead by serving.
I got you.
And so we show them that model. If they're into it afterwards, they come back, and then they're the mentors, the leaders for that 9, 10, 11, 12-year-old at camp that's going through the same thing they had. Yeah. It's empathy on steroids. It's just so cool.
So it started with the birthday, is that you said?
Yeah, started with the birthday.
Okay. And is that where a majority of this, for those that don't know, listen, do a deep dive into Soldier's Child.
Yeah, this is a deep dive.
No, I think it's wonderful. So we can get more out there. So, but young children, so it's that you focus around their birthday and help them, or is it?
So here's what we do.
Yeah.
We literally celebrate over 250 birthdays every month.
That's a lot of birthdays.
This month alone, we had 268.
Wow.
So what we do is we spend about $150 per child per birthday. We're spending $35,000 a month on birthday gifts. Yeah, we shop, wrap, pack, ship, and get them on their front doorstep in a big box in time for their birthday, their upcoming birthday. So if we're doing... So what month are we in? May. Okay. Yeah. So we already sent out June's birthdays.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we already did all that, and now they're on their way to the children's homes, and they get the same message from year to year that you're not alone. Okay. Back to my neighbor's question.
Oh yeah.
It did matter.
Yes.
We do care.
Yeah.
And we're going to walk with you.
Yeah.
We have a new slogan in the Soldier's Child. Yeah. A Soldier's Child for life.
There you go. I like it.
So the family that we have begun, we have a family. We call it the ASC family, but it's for life. I got ordained, and I'm actually marrying one of our leaders in October. Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
And then, then his wife, and then his children, whenever he has them, he hasn't had any yet.
Long pause that I know of.
No, that was a joke.
I know. I'm kidding. If he's listening,
that's what I was thinking. So. So it's for life that they come back and they are the culture. So that's what I have to have happened.
Yeah.
I recently, you mentioned our dinner banquet. We just had it. They have to be involved for the future of a Soldier's Child, for it to continue to be a cultural aspect in our country where the people of our country say, yes, the number one children in our country that we should care for first are the children of our fallen. Then everything else falls underneath. I personally feel that way.
Well, it's such a grassroots effort, right?
I get it.
That's the biggest thing that I took away from seeing what Daryl has put together and what it's grown to. Yeah. At first, the first thing that planted the seed in his mind was the father of this, soldier that had passed. Right. And helping him understand that people do care, right? Yeah. That's what planted the seed, right?
That really was it.
And it's all about the kids, but what really drove it was that the support group was almost kind of falling apart for this kiddo and for this father that lost his kid, right?
I gotcha.
And so when we were at the annual dinner the other night, seeing the families there and the women that got up on stage and talked about the support, it's all about soldier's child and taking care of the kiddos, but it's so much more than that. It
affects the whole family.
It's evolved into so much more, and it's such a huge community, and it really is one of those things. Like it's definitely morphed into more than just about the kiddos. I mean, that's the main focus, but to see the amount of support and the group that these people have to lean on is really something special.
Yeah. Do you see things like you said you've been doing this 14 years now. It's like, do you see young children that have, progressed on into adulthood or come out of the program or whatever the case may be that come back to help out more? Are you seeing that?
That's the goal.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying okay. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I love to hear that.
So I would say, so right now I turned 60 this year. Oh. So by 65, you were supposed to say you don't look 60.
Well, you don't. That just goes without saying.
Happened?
For everybody that sees
everybody else that doesn't see me.
I thought I was older than you.
You said earlier that it's catching up to you. That's how I feel now. That's why I'm growing a beard.
Growing the beard. Yeah, I got you.
Just to protect the 10 chins that I have now.
Well, this is our natural filter.
I know, right? Yeah, that's right. It masks everything.
Yeah, it masks everything. I've never had a beard. But anyway.
Well, it looks good on you. You don't look 60.
Oh, gosh. I lost my train of thought now.
He's saving himself.
I'm trying my
best.
You
can't let me go off on tangents, brother, because now I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, you're good. Well, how about like with you talk about the money you spend for the kids? Where does that come from? Is it all fundraising? Like 100%?
Not one red cent from the government. So it's all nice. It's all private citizens, private companies, some corporations, grants, some scholarships, foundations, stuff like that.
So off the first kid, like on the cover of the book, what did you spend on him, and then where are you at now with everybody? As far as, I'm curious what you spend. You said $35,000 a month is what you're averaging, right?
Right. So our budget this year is $1.5 million.
Ooh, that's a huge. So what was it first right here with this guy?
$200.
$200 to $1.5 million.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Years,
That's awesome.
Well, that's a part. It's let me say this, and I remembered what I was talking about. I was talking about my leaders.
Yep.
And I was talking about me turning 60. And 5 years from now, I no longer see myself. I'm actually the chairman of the board for a soldier's child. I'm stepping down from that position.
Gotcha.
So there'll be a new chairman of the board. As the founder, I had to be chairman of the board. I was the only board member at one point.
You got to wear every hat, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I was a board of one.
Board of one. There you go.
I can relate.
But back in the day,
we've all been there. I get it.
But so I'm stepping down from that at the end of this year, and then I'm thinking maybe 4 or 5 years I'll no longer be the executive director.
Okay.
My passion is to keep driving PS23.
Yeah.
That's where they, at 18, 19, 20, 25, 20, there's no age limit to the program. You could be 35 years old and be, that's why we say a soldier child for life.
Yep.
It's the family. And what I value them so much, I know I have sympathy and I care.
Yeah.
And my story, if you read the book, it's somewhat, I have some connection to how their life. My real father had PTSD from the Korean War and left when I was 8 months old.
Okay, I got you.
Abandoned my mom with 8 kids, literally abandoned her.
Oh, gosh.
My mom actually thought that he had been murdered.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was twisted.
Okay.
So left my mom, and then my mom remarried to my stepdad. He had PTSD from World War II, and he left when I was 12.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they both were in the Navy. I ran away from home when I was 17, and my mom said, if you come home, I'll let you join the service, and I joined the Navy. Okay, that tells you my intelligence level, okay?
Yeah.
Both my fathers were in the Navy, and then I joined the Navy.
Wait, let me do this too. Okay.
Here's the example I've got.
Yeah,
you know
right.
What? I'm gonna.
Yeah. Let me go that way.
Yeah, but look what you've done with it, though. I mean, I think that you're light years ahead in that.
I was a terrible military person. I had a rough time all 6 years.
It probably explains so much of where your passion comes from. In dealing with that lack of a father.
That's my God. I'll tell you straight up. I'll tell you straight up. It is my God story. I know, everybody could say what they believe, what they feel, this or that. I believe that the trauma, the pain, all the things we go in life, if we turn them over, if we give them to God Almighty, I truly believe. I know this has happened in my life. This is what I tell the kids. the love that you get from me, that's the love that's in me, and it comes from God. It's not Daryl Mackin. It was not my idea to care for widows and orphans. I'm just blessed that I get to do it as a patriot for this country, and you guys are the ones I get to care for.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's wonderful.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Well, it's great that you've got it in a position now. I mean, you've built the foundation, right? 14 years of so much effort, and you've got this amazing team there, and you're talking about the PS 23.
Yeah, that's the future.
Yeah. And so you've got that foundation, and it really is something that's going to be exciting to watch. I'm extremely humbled to be a part of it, because think about our country, right? We're a country full of patriotic individuals. It doesn't matter if you're left, right. Everybody loves waving that flag.
Yeah.
And military has a huge backing from a lot of people, right? And you see all of these foundations out there to benefit soldiers and handle their dealings with PTSD and all of that. But how many foundations can you name off the top of your head that take care of the kiddos?
Just one that I know of. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
So that's so two things. One, so that's what I want to do in the future.
Yeah.
Is I want to fade off into sunset, and I just want to focus on the older guys and bring them back as leaders. The other mission for a soldier's child is really to educate the people of our country that these children even exist.
Yeah.
And that you have an opportunity to give back. And this is right here.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking. Austin comes in and says he wants to do a golf scramble. I'm like, okay, go ahead, but leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Yeah.
Raise the money. Tell me when you got the check. I'll show up and say hello.
Well, it's all community, right?
Oh yeah.
I remember, so John and I went to high school and together in upstate New York.
Yeah.
And I remember in those days, like, it's very different than it is now for kids.
Oh, for sure.
Because people don't say hi to their neighbors. I remember when Katrina and I bought the house that we just moved out of in Colorado in 2019. We went around to all the neighbors, knocked on all the doors, and we said, hey, we're going to do a little gathering. Come on over. We'll cook up a bunch of food. We'll play some cornhole. I want to know who
show up?
Everybody showed up.
They did.
And everybody was like, because we moved into the neighborhood because it was an old neighborhood, and it had, a field that we were used to growing up on the East Coast and southern type hospitality, right? And I'm a firm believer that it should still be that way. We should still say hi to our neighbors. We should still know who we live next to. We should still hold the door open for each other and go out of our way. Like,
right there with you. Yeah.
I know it's different in today's day and age. Like, I'm a man, and I see somebody stopped on the side of the road. I pull over all the time. I have no problem being late, and I understand that's different, right?
Yeah.
If you're a female that's only 5'4", 95 pounds, soaking wet, it's a different thought process. But I think that it's important that we put back into our community, into groups like this that are taking care of the community, that are putting people together and putting people in a place to be together and grow each other, right? And it's a firm part of my beliefs, and I think that's probably what drew me so much to ASC, is just because it's such a community-driven movement.
Well, actually, with that thought in mind, what was the turning point for you? Like, I know we've talked about this several times, just about the event going on and everything, and you're obviously very passionate about it. What was the turning point when you met Daryl that was like, I got to do something, like I got to help? Like,
it was that first phone call.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
all right.
It was.
I lay it on thick, bro.
This guy says he's going to ride off into the sunset. And if you've ever seen this guy in a room full of people, he's so much energy and there's so much passion to it. There are definitely people out there that they say they're going to retire.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about that.
They say they're going to stop.
That's not going to happen.
You're like, no, never.
No. It'll look different than what I'm doing
He's
now.
just,
I got you.
He's so much energy, and he's a magnet.
Yeah.
Right. But we had that first conversation, and I'm
not
like,
sure I like that. I'm a magnet.
You're a magnet.
You know what a fly is attracted to?
Well,
you didn't mean that.
No.
All right. Well, thank you.
Like,
you could have been a little more clear.
I didn't.
What a comparison right there. A fly is attracted to
for
fruit.
good information, for good energy, for just a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
You look at his life story and the history and where he comes from.
All right. Knock it off.
He's a magnet for good stuff.
Yeah.
Knock it off.
Well, you're in a good place for it for sure. Because I know, like when we moved down here, many years ago, but getting involved in the community. This is a very veteran. A lot of people support veterans.
It's the volunteer state for a reason.
Yeah, right.
Really
and people around here love veterans, and I know we've done stuff in the past before. Yeah, and they're like, "Sure, what do you need?" You say veteran, they're in. So have you ever met General Huber over at MTSU?
I have. Yes, sir.
What a guy! Holy, he was on here. What, episode 25 or something, right? Something like that. But yeah, that guy lives and breathes veterans. It sounds like you do too. This is amazing.
Yeah, I live and breathe the children.
The children, excuse me. Yes.
But I mean, I'm a veteran and I love veterans. And again, anyone that puts on the uniform. But yeah,
I gotcha. So we've gone all this time. I haven't even mentioned this. How can people find you, get more information, like your website, social media? Throw that out for everybody.
Right. So it's a Soldier's Child. So Facebook, Twitter, all of them. That's our tag. Soldier's Child.
Got it.
So I was Navy, as I told you, and I honestly thought about a Squid's Kid.
Okay.
But I'm like, no one's gonna know what that is.
I
had to go with a Soldier's. And Mark. That was supposed to be a joke, Squid.
Oh, I get it.
Somebody out there is laughing. Please,
somebody. Laugh.
Squid's Kid. No, I really did think of that, but we went with Soldier because it's kind of
every branch.
Yeah, that's for at least a civilian within our country. You say Soldier,
it resonates more.
They think military.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't necessarily think Army.
Yep.
So
I got you.
And again, Mark was a Marine, and I started by a Navy guy, and we call it a Soldier's Child. And that's the focus, is on the child, which is, I do want to tell you this. So, first of all, our office number is 615-220-1600. You can find us at asoldierschild.org.
Okay.
If you want to email me, it's just Daryl, DARYL, at asoldierschild.org.
All right.
One of the things I wanted to say is this is on the headlines of the number of veterans that commit suicide a day. And, they say 2022.
Wow.
And, there's estimates now that it's, even after the whole Afghanistan debacle, that the number's gone up, and it's things like that trigger, again, did it really freaking matter?
Yeah. I got you.
See what I mean?
Yeah, totally get it.
People love the military, but they don't love the veteran. Right.
Yeah, I get you.
It's the feeling.
I'm not sure. This is one thing I know. You think back. I was alive during the Vietnam era, and I saw what happened. It happened to my uncle.
Yeah.
And my uncle was spat on.
Oh,
he has
man.
stories of it.
I'm sorry.
And coming off a bus.
Yeah.
And the way they were treated and to where it is now, I definitely believe our country has grown up, matured, don't act like asses the way that we did back in the 70s, and they have recognized that the choice that an average American citizen makes by signing that contract, saying they're willing to lay down their life for the freedoms of others. I think most people get that. That's different than the politicians in our government.
Yeah.
The choices they make. There's a difference there.
Oh, I get it.
And right now, today, there are more military nonprofits in our country than ever existed.
Yeah.
So there has been a positive shift in how people view the veteran.
Yeah.
Definitely. 100%.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for that.
And it's kind of going back to, I know we're Murfreesboro, I've seen this many times, but like here's so many people support veterans. I have seen so many times that, and I do this myself, and actually I've been beaten to the punch apparently. Like if I see, a man in uniform or a man or woman in uniform come into a restaurant, I'll buy their meal, and I don't say anything, just buy their meal. Or I've seen it in the grocery store where somebody paid for the groceries of the guy in front of them.
Beautiful.
And I was like, that is awesome. I love seeing that stuff. And, people that may necessarily know about certain organizations to help out, but they see somebody and they're like, I need to do something. Right. So wonderful town.
I think at the end of the day, I'm such a positive mindset, right? It's always focus on the positive. And I believe there's more good than evil. And
because you're trying to spread the positive. Right. I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there. Hey, Trent, there you go. It was
an inadvertent plug for you
Sorry,
guys. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
We're working together here.
There you go. Yeah.
But I think that everybody wants to, given the opportunity, they want to do the right thing.
Yeah, totally.
Right. And not everybody knows how to do that.
Yep.
Because especially today, 2022, we're all so busy. Like it's impossible to balance everything and feel like you're taking care of everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Totally get it.
And so those are the beautiful moments when you see somebody buying somebody's meal or, even just kind gestures, because it doesn't take much. Right.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the number of times that I thank someone for their service, and sometimes they may be having a rough day, right? Whether they're dealing with PTSD or they just came back from a tour or whatever it is, and you can kind of see their face light up, and it's just words, right? And
that's the thought. That's the thought I wanted to finish on. Is for a soldier's child, it is about the child.
Yes.
So it's any active duty death. So combat, training, heart attack, stroke, sailor blown off the ship at sea. And then it's any post-service related injury or illness that leads to death.
I got you.
So here's a fact. So obviously we have a number of children whose parents death by suicide within a Soldier's Child Foundation.
I got you.
To us, the death is important, but we are focused on the child left behind.
Yeah.
In fact, we have never said no to any mom that has applied. That yes, never.
That's awesome.
Not even once. And they've been, I won't talk about that, but they don't always get that answer. They don't always get yes.
I got you.
They get it from us,
That's wonderful.
And we're so driven
Yeah.
on I'm looking at spread the positive.
Yeah, there you go.
We're so driven and just somehow, some way that we're answering those two questions. It did matter. It does get. And when we do that, if we can do that, that they can genuinely say, you know what, these people really do care about me.
Yep.
You know what, I do matter.
And it's contagious.
What happens from there? Hope. Hope comes alive.
Yes.
Hope comes alive.
Hope is a very powerful thing.
Powerful.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I've seen it. I live it. I breathe it. I see it every day. Kids change.
Yeah.
I could tell you stories. Here's the story. You want a story?
Yeah, no, let's hear it.
Here's one. You're going to love this. I don't know if I told you this one. It was about 5 years ago. Got back from Journey Camp. Journey Camp is our flagship camp where we have 125 or more kids attend. It's a week-long camp. All the other camps, hunting, fishing, horseback riding, dance, theater, culinary arts, songwriting we're doing this weekend starts today.
Starts today.
All
right.
Songwriting camp. So all the other camps, they may be 3 days, 4 days, but Journey Camp is our week-long flagship camp.
Yeah.
And so we got 125 plus kids, 6 nights. So we just completed one. It was about 5 years ago. I'm back in my office a few days after camp, and I get a phone call. I'm told one of the mamas from Journey Camp wants to talk to you.
Okay.
So I take a hard swallow. Oh, boy.
Okay.
What happened?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
Well, yeah, all right. What's up?
Oh, boy. Damage control. Sorry. That was too loud.
You're good, man.
I was in the Navy. That's what the sound.
That's the sound like. Yep, I got you. Totally get it.
We're in trouble now.
Yeah, right.
Right. So I get on the phone, and the mom's like, I want to talk about my son's experience at Journey Camp. And I said, absolutely. I said, tell me. And she said, well, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm looking out the window. My son's out riding bike with the neighborhood boys. And I was like, well, that's great. Thank God.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what
Yeah.
you're telling me.
Yeah.
And she says, no, you don't understand. My son doesn't leave his room.
Oh.
My son doesn't have friends.
Yeah.
And he's outside riding bike with the kids within the neighborhood. And she said, something has happened. He's changed.
Yeah.
He's talking for the first time. He's asking questions about his father.
Really?
And I said, I really believe in what we're doing is, loving the child, honoring the fallen. And I believe they're getting hope inside themselves. Yeah. They're changing. I believe we are changing their lives with this love that we're giving them.
Mental health.
Yeah.
Right.
And she said to me, she said, I believe you're saving their lives. And
wow, that's powerful right there.
And at the time, it felt kind of like a stretch for me. But I'm telling you, that phone call that day was a turning point for me in my mind and my heart. This is what we are doing. We have to do this.
Yeah.
We have to save lives. And I could tell you, we have lost children.
Really? Oh my God.
The statistics for a child of suicide is the highest.
Oh no.
An adolescent
Yeah.
is at the highest risk to commit suicide when their parent has.
Oh my gosh.
So, you know, I often tell people that we're kind of like a clinic, and this is going to be a push. I had this at dinner banquet. It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not a clinic.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're doing clinical stuff. You know, we're like kind of putting on bandages, and you know, we're treating them with antibiotics, getting rid of the infection, things like that.
Yeah.
I'm talking metaphorically now.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to build in Rutherford County is the hospital. My dream is 100 acres.
Nice.
I want 100 acres.
Yeah.
I want about 60 of those to hunt on for the kids.
There you go.
We hunt big time.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had 60 acres to hunt on, that would be about 2 ground blinds.
I got you. But hey, you know, well, I don't know. Land's going pretty quick around here.
Nah, but
we'll find something.
There's still a lot. There's still a lot.
I have it all. I have the blueprint all decked out already. I got 4 cabins over here for the girls, 4 cabins over here for the boys. I got a big social hall. I got built-in swimming pool, full-size basketball, volleyball, a retreat center that has 2 floors, wraparound decks. I got my office space, storage space, maintenance hall. I got all this stuff. This is the dream.
I got you.
To where we can bring these families from anywhere in the country to come, spend 3-4 days, and just rest, be ministered to, have a blast. You know, we'll have zip line and archery tag and paintball and the giant blob, a pond to fish. It's just, that's the dream.
Yeah.
So 14 years into it, the new vision, and this, someone told me, you know, Daryl, what got you here won't get you there. I believe that.
Yeah.
Right now, $1.5 million that we spend, I can't fundraise anymore. There's no more rocks.
I got
so
you.
somehow we have to get to there.
Yeah.
It has to happen differently. And that's why we started an endowment program where we're asking folks for planned giving. We just, 2-3 weeks ago, we received $10,000 in stocks.
Dang. Really?
So annuities, 401ks, people are giving in this way now, estate planning.
Yeah.
And so we're on the radar. And why? Why are we? And we call this endowment program the last full measure of devotion.
I got you. All right.
And should it not be?
No, I get you.
Our last full measure of devotion as a human being, as an American citizen, that we give back to a program that's caring for the children of our fallen.
Yeah. No, I totally get
100%.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah.
So like you said, we work hard.
Yeah.
And we want to get there. We want to get to the metaphorical hospital, the retreat center, here in Rutherford County.
Yeah.
This is what I want to tell. And if I don't know how much time we have left.
Oh no, you're good.
I want to tell Mid-Tennesseans this. I'm a New Yorker. You are too.
I would say we're all from.
We got a room full of New
There's
Yorkers.
another. There's another name that Southerners call us. We're not going to get there.
Yeah, right.
But
I think it's the best. I think it's the best baseball team in the country.
Oh man, we're gonna edit that out for.
You
our
talking about the
viewers.
Mets? You talking about the Mets?
Kidding.
Oh my gosh!
New York Mets.
Wrong shade of blue. Wrong shade of blue.
Like, wait a second, wait it. That just took a right turn.
Here's what I want to say to people of Murfreesboro, Middle Tennessee, Rutherford County, and the state of Tennessee, is that y'all have built a soldier's child. It's the people of Middle. It's no joke that God brings this New Yorker to Tennessee. Why Tennessee? Because it is here. It is in the middle of our country, and it's the people of this community that care so much, and they give so much of their time, their talent, their treasure. It's been crazy. We have 4 staff. How do 4 staff shop for 260 kids a month? Wrap, pack, and ship.
Yeah.
Volunteers.
Yeah.
That's why we're 87% of every dollar we spend goes back to the kids. How are we able to do that? Because of Middle Tennesseans.
Yeah.
Because of their
that's
volunteer
wonderful.
heart.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the people within this community that started a Soldier's Child Foundation.
Nice.
That's the truth, bro.
Yeah.
What a movement.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. And speaking of, I want to get to your event coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the golf scramble. So when is that? Fill us in.
Yeah. So back to the beginning of where our relationship came in, right? October 17th.
Okay.
At the West Haven Golf Club.
Nice.
We've got a 10 a.m. shotgun. Okay.
What day of the week
golf,
is that?
That's on a Monday.
We're doing Monday.
Yeah, so so we're going to be doing a golf scramble. For those that have not done a golf scramble, you got a team of 4. You go out and you play. You can make extra donations to get tokens for mulligans. You can buy a string for a gimme putt. All types of fun things like that.
Trent's like, I need the putt.
Yeah.
Trent's got to get his own team. Sponge.
So we're also going to have a whole bunch of other stuff, longest drive, closest to the pin. We've got a whole bunch of things that we're working. I mean, we've got sponsors coming in all the time. And so we're continually evolving what we're throwing out there.
Okay. I can tell you that it's getting a lot of buzz, and I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been having our golf scramble, and it's 1 week before his.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
And it's our like 13th, 14th year, I think, this year. And I get a text message from this guy, and he's like, have you seen this? And it's that flyer. Yeah. He's like, are these guys for real or are they scamming? And I'm like, no. I was like,
that's funny.
And then he says to me, he's like, yeah, so-and-so who has been golfing in ASC Golf Scramble. So we call it a Life Worth Celebrating Celebrity Golf Scramble. Okay. Reno Collier, Blue, you know him?
Not, well, I'm
blue collar comedian.
I got you.
So it's a celebrities coming and whatnot. Well, he's like, the one guy is saying, well, I was asked to be on a team, and is this a Soldier's Child golf scramble? And then so I had to explain to him.
I got you.
It is not a scam. So our golf scramble is on the 10th. Okay. At the Country Club. Yep, I got you. Stones River Country Club, and then his is 1 week later. Yeah. After hours. It had to be after hours.
Oh gosh, both at the same time.
No. We're not going to steal the thunder.
Right? That's going to be a double whammy, a good one, and we're going to raise the money. He's going to raise money, and we're just going to care for kids.
Well, it's a perfect time of year too, right?
Yeah, it's a good time.
People are itching the golf season.
We've never been rained out. 14 years.
Love it. Never rained out. That's awesome.
Oh gosh, did I just say that?
So knock on wood. Don't do that.
We're kind of pulling. From his experience and what they've done. So we're going to have, live auction. I've got some live music artists that are going to perform as well. We've got some established artists that have committed. Nice.
Nice.
I think we were talking about having one of the kiddos there to do a birthday thing. So we'll kind of represent the kids and talk about exactly what this is for. Nice. We'll have some keynote speakers. I'm sure this guy will get up and give some energy. I'll see if I can steal the stage away from him and talk a little bit. But this guy's a presence.
So what if people wanted to sponsor or register a team or what? How can they do that?
Yeah. So you've got the flyer there. Events. At Oak Construction Services. Got it. Send over an email there. You can email me personally, AKRIETE at Oak Construction Services. You can call me, 970-980-7681.
Throwing that out there. All right.
Phone call, text, email, whatever's easiest for people to get in touch. I'm a man of many hats, right? So anybody wants to sponsor a team, or if they just want to give a gift card, whatever it is, we're extremely appreciative of any and everything that anybody's willing to put forth and help this cause. So.
That's awesome. All right, so October 17th, we'll put all that in the description, links, everybody click on that sort of stuff.
I do want to give, so we've got 3 main sponsors, and I do want to shout those guys out. So Woods Viking.
Woods Viking.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Woods Viking. Those are all
Sean,
our guys.
Thanks, guys.
I don't think there's many men in Murfreesboro that don't support those guys. They're just a great group of guys over there.
That's the only reason why I started growing a beard. Yeah. Because I got no hair on my head. Yeah. And I asked him to do my armpits, but he said, no, I ain't touching them.
You ain't touching them.
I ain't touching them.
I need a Brazilian, please. No, just kidding.
Oh, my gosh. You said it.
No.
We got to go in there.
Tennessee Golf Station. So JP over at Tennessee Golf Station.
Tennessee Golf.
He's got a great setup over there. You can golf anytime you want. So you get rained out, man, get over there. He's got a new program. $75 for an hour every day, no blackouts, or $225 for a 3-hour slot every day. He's doing some cool stuff over there.
Good shout out.
And then Boulder Media House.
Boulder Media House.
There you go.
So they're based out of Colorado. Okay. They're going to be doing all of our photography and videography. So they work with a lot of major artists out in Los Angeles, a lot of professional sports teams. So they're going to be doing all of our photography and videography and documentation.
Yeah.
We're extremely appreciative of all of their support. And we're, again, I can't say it enough. We're very humbled to be able to be a part of the Soldiers Child.
And hey, thank you guys. There's a shout out to you.
Well,
baby.
thanks. But no, thank
y'all.
Thank you guys. And you know what? Thank you for your service. I should have started off with that. I apologize. Thank you.
Worries.
So it's wonderful. But
I got in trouble for 6 years straight.
all right, screw you then. I'm just kidding.
That'd be like Daryl Mackin. Oh my gosh, that guy was a washout. I lasted though. I hung on.
What's Daryl Mackin doing?
You fed all the guys out there.
I
Come
did.
on now.
Well, there were some guys I wouldn't feed.
Be like, and yours? And yours? Nope, not you. Next.
That's another story.
We'll come back
It's in
around.
the book. It's in the book.
Oh, it's in the book. There you go. So everybody check out that book if you want to know more about A Soldier's Child. And the website was asoldierschild.org, right?
Yes, sir.
ORG. Cool. And I'll put all the info in that as well.
Thank you.
So we'll get to that. But we know you're about to head out somewhere, right? So we won't hold you up.
Yep, songwriting camp.
So, oh, that's right. Today. Starts today. All right. Well, we won't hold you up. We'll stop. But I really want to thank you guys for your time. Austin, thank you for bringing light to this and everything you're doing. I mean, we're huge supporters of veterans and Veterans Child as well.
Yeah, John, thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely.
Want to thank you guys over at Murfreesboro.com. Everybody over here at Spread the Positive.
Spread the positive.
That's right.
We're very appreciative, so thank you very much.
Oh, not a problem. So, again, one more time, all that info will be in the description. I'll link to everything if you want to contact either Daryl or Austin to get involved in the Scramble or more information about Soldier's Child.
Right.
And there you go. So I'll end it there because I know you got to go. So
Amen.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate it. To everybody watching, listening, thanks for tuning in as always. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank y'all.
Thanks.